You know that song that goes like do 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 do? No? Let's try again. Hi, Melodies, and welcome back to my channel. And welcome to the new year. Woot, 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 woot. So, we're in year 2025. It's January, and OMG, I feel like 2024 just flew by super duper fast. But today I want to hop on and do a little what I like to call my New Year resolution slash vision board. And let's hop on. If you're new, hello, hi, welcome, 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 welcome. My name is Lily, and Magical Unicorns is the name of my channel. If you would like, you can like, subscribe, and become part of the Lily's community, where I like to sit down and talk about positive mindsets and also share a bit of my daily life vlogs and just a journey of what my life is. And if you've been riding with me from the beginning, hello and welcome to this new year. So every year, at least towards the end of the year, towards the beginning of the year, I like to do what I call my vision board. It is something that I like to do because I truly believe it not only helps, but it also literally helps me stay tunnel vision of understanding what are the accomplishments I want to achieve throughout the year. For some people, having a vision board of just pictures, collages can help. For others, it can be writing it out in words. Other people like to have just quotes all around. You can do whatever you want. You can do a vision board in a shoebox, on a board. I like to do mine in a sketchbook, which this is the sketchbook that I use. So this sketchbook I started with year 2023, I believe. This was my 2023 vision board. And I always like to start with like a cover of this is 2023, and behind it I always do my resolutions because it's just easier for me to keep up with. Okay, this is the different goals I wanted to see, and these are the actual steps I want to take. This was for 2024, and of course behind it I went ahead and I did my resolutions, and I do go ahead and check them off and whatnot. And if I didn't, that's fine. It is okay. Whatever I do accomplish for the year, I put it towards for the next following year. It's a way of somewhat manifesting and bringing in that energy of what you truly want in your life. So I already went ahead and did my 2025. This year I decided to do a nice cute cover where I like to put in the colors, the numbers, and just whatever works for you. I'm someone that likes to stay positive, positive mindset, positive heart, positive all around. The more positivity I can bring into my life, I feel like the better, much more clarity I can see with what I really want. Because it's so easy to focus on the negative that it's almost like we completely dismiss the positivity in our lives. So I always write different little quotes, and I always write down the colors that I want to attract into my life for the year. This year I told myself I'm gonna stop wearing so much dark, which here I go wearing dark colors, but it is a step in, baby steps. I want to wear a lot more brighter colors, which I do, but really truly be more authentic with who I am, what I like, despite what anyone thinks. I love the color pink. Sometimes people say pink is too much pink, and you know what? It is what it is. I like what I like, and you know what? Y'all just gonna have to deal with it. Whoever has an issue, well, it's okay, and I respect that, And then this year, I did my 2025 a little bit different collages, and then on top of that, behind it, I did my resolution, which this year was a lot more. I will say I wrote down a lot more things. So every year I feel like I'm just gradually finding out what works best for me. Now, what I like to do is generally a couple of steps. The first steps is I either look for how I want to have my vision board, whether it is in a sketchbook, like how I do it now, because it's easier for me to keep it, open it, put it somewhere, and keep track of all the other goals and vision boards I've had throughout the last years that passed by, or where there is a project board, a big board. You can even do digital, where you can do it on your iPad or on your computer and just have like a Canva of all that you want to bring into reality into your life. And maybe that's the best way for you to do your vision board. Whichever it is, the best way that you want to truly go ahead and create your vision board, I will say that will be the very first step, is literally finding out what type of vision board you want. Once you find out what type of vision board you want, the second thing you want to do is go ahead and start collecting all the different datas. By datas, I mean, what pictures do you want to incorporate into your vision board? Whether it's real life pictures of yourself, or pictures that you see on magazines, or pictures that you look up on Pinterest or Google or wherever it is. Let's say you go down the street and all of a sudden you see a sign that says exactly the quote that you feel like resonates with you. Take a picture of it. Gather all those pictures. I like to, throughout this year, for example, we're in 2025. Throughout the year, if I see certain things that I really want to accomplish, maybe for the next year, I will start collecting it, and I have a folder. Within that folder, by the time the end of the year comes, that's when I go ahead and I bring out all that data, all those pictures, and that's how I'm able to develop my vision board for the following year, instead of waiting to me to do my vision board and try to collect things that speak to me. Some people like to do that, and that's perfectly fine, but that will really help you with really understanding what exactly that you want. And the third step that you want to do is literally imagine your life. Why do I say this? A lot of times when we want to do resolutions or want to do a goal, we tend to think very small and very practical. And a lot of times we may feel like, oh, me getting that Jeep that I really, really want is so far-fetched and so out of my reach, especially where I am at financially or where I am in my life right now. I can imagine that. As long as I have a car, I'm perfectly fine. No, ma'am, we're not doing that. If you really want that car, you look the exact car that you want and put it up. I promise you, you can get whatever that your heart desires. There is no limit. And the reason why I say imagine how you want your life to be is because the more you play into this imagination of this is the fairy tale life I want, the more you can actually become more practical with it and actually start putting in the baby steps that will drag in that imaginative life that you thought was impossible to become a complete reality into your life. I put on my vision board that I wanted an SUV. Now, I don't know how it was going to happen, if it was going to happen, but I have to trust in myself that that's exactly what I wanted. And guess what? Ended the year with the SUV that I really wanted. And it's crazy how we underestimate ourselves with what we want, that we literally put ourselves in this little tiny pocket when really we are capable of receiving all the possibilities that's out there in the world, all the love, all what we really truly want. It is truly possible for us to achieve them. It's just all on how you think. your mindset. And the more you practice on being more positive and showing love to yourself, the more clarity you will see into your life on what you truly want to accomplish. The next step that I go ahead and do is, once I have all the pictures and I imagine and I have everything that I want, which I think is the fourth or fifth. I lost count. This time around, I really don't have my steps written down. I like to sit down all of my pictures on top of the vision board, cut them out, and really place down how exactly I want them to look, whether it's starting off with a quote or starting off with just one word. Every year, I either choose one word or one quote that I want to surround everything else around it. Others may just be just this one main goal, this one image, and then everything else can be around it. It's whatever really resonates with you and you feel like that's what really you feel like calls you. Start off with that. And before you go ahead and start gluing everything together and putting all the pieces together, it's always best to look back and see if this is how you want it to look. Because at the end of the day, it's yours, it's for you. You don't have to feel obligated to share it with others. You can if you want to, but you want to make sure that it's set up in a way where it makes sense for you, so that when you do look at it, you understand why I place a picture with another image next to each other, so it can speak volume to you of what exactly it is that you want to accomplish in your life. And then with the fifth or sixth step, and the very last one, I would say, is to find a space for your vision board. What some people like to go ahead and hide it underneath their mattress or put it away and lock it away, and then maybe come back towards the end of the year and see what they accomplished. Me, I like to see it at all times so I can remind myself every single day what it is that I want to accomplish. So I have a little space here in my living room, or sometimes I'll put it into my office, and have a little area where I never close it. I keep it open at all times. And whenever I have those stressful days where I'm down and I feel like unmotivated, I just glance back at it. I'm like, yeah, you know what? Yes, I'm going through this, but at the end of the day, I know that through these baby challenges is what's gonna elevate me to go ahead and focus into really understanding this is what is important to me. And you know what? Yes, life is lifing. Life happens, but at the end of the day, that doesn't stop me from me reaching the absolute best experience that I can get out of my life and what I want. So this year, my steps were pretty easy, very simple, and I really do hope that you guys have an amazing, beautiful, great start to this beautiful year. I love you all so much. If you want to continue watching and continue my journey of what I have to offer for this year, go ahead and subscribe, be part of the family, hit that like button, notification to know when I will be dropping my next video, and leave comments down below of maybe what you like to do going into the new year's, what traditions you possibly have. And until next time, this is Magic Unicorn stepping out. Bye. Whoop.